Hello and welcome to Zazumi. We've just recently changed the name of our YouTube channel to our new business, Zazumi. And today I'm going to be talking about YouTube channel art and doing a tutorial on that. Rita's here. Hi Rita, thank you so much for coming. Great to see you. Zazumi, our new business, is basically about taking your business from how do I do everything on YouTube to wow, I've got it done. I am Sherry Barbera and I'm a YouTube channel growth expert and I'm Google certified. And today we're going to be talking about how to create a YouTube channel banner. And the exact size for that from YouTube is 2,560 pixels by 1440. But you don't need to know that anymore when you use Canva. And the reason for that, and why does the size matter? Of course the size matters. The size matters because, number one, you are branding your channel. And you want to utilize the entire size of the banner for branding. That's number one. Number two is that your banner is the first thing that people see when they come to your channel. So it's really literally your channel's identity. It's what creates what is uniquely you about your channel. It also gives your channel a certain feeling. And that's one of the reasons why your channel banner is so incredibly important. So you can see, this is an example of a channel banner. This is our channel banner. And when someone comes to your channel for the very first time and they don't know who you are, one of the things that your channel banner does is explain. It explains who you are, what you do, and when you do it. If you post everything on your channel banner. And the other thing it does is a call to action. It's also a gigantic billboard for your business. So why wouldn't you want to make it something really special? It shows up on every single YouTube channel page on your channel. One of the things that I recommend when you're a new channel, so what do I mean by new channel? I mean, if you have never started a channel and you have 0 subscribers, or if you even have as many as 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, you still aren't at the point yet where you can just have a picture, or you can just have your face, or you can just have a word, because nobody really knows who you are yet. And that's why your unique selling proposition, your USP, is an important thing to put on your banner. On our banner, our USP is how to build your business on YouTube or your brand on YouTube with Zazumi. Hey Rich. Hey Dale. Hi guys. Great to see you. Thanks for coming. When are you going to post? This is one of the things that new YouTubers absolutely hate putting up there, right? They hate saying, when am I going to post? And it's such an important thing to have when you're first starting your channel, because people want to know what to expect and when they can expect it. Did I just start over? Sorry, I just started over. I don't know how it happened. This is the first time, guys, that I'm using this live stream program called eCam. And hi, Tom. Your story matters. I'll help you tell it. Compelling USP or no. Tom Levine, master author and writer and storyteller. So yes, if you want to brand your story with story, talk to Tom Levine. So what just happened? I just somehow went off of my program. I don't know. I don't know how I did that.
It's the first time.
You know what, guys? It's really funny. So I just started using Ecamm today. I downloaded it today and I signed up for it today because I was so tired of not knowing how to present these slides to you in a manner that you could actually see them. And obviously, I'm learning how to do this. You also want a call to action. And on our banner, we put subscribe. And you might want to put something else on your banner, but we feel like the most important thing, and you might want to think about this as well, when a new person comes to your channel is to get them to subscribe. And believe me, people don't automatically think to subscribe. They have to learn to subscribe. Do you have links on your channel banner? And the only way to put links on your channel banner is through your About page. And I'm not covering that today because I'm covering Canva to make your channel banner. But this is something that you definitely want to think about. So channel art looks very different on a television, a computer, a mobile device. 70% of users, however, are on mobile. And what does that matter? Well, it really does matter because whatever you do on your banner needs to look good on a cell phone. And that's the most important thing because so many people use their phone to find you and to look at videos. And that's why when you make your banner, you want to make things big and bold. Keep it easy to read, make it really big, and put information on there so that people know what it is that you do. Established channels can make it much more simple. And here are examples. So Epicurious, all they do basically is show some food and the name of their channel. The one below it, Bon Appetit, almost everybody knows who Bon Appetit is, and it's a fabulous, it used to be a magazine, right? It's a fabulous online company that shows you how to make beautiful, wonderful, delicious food. And then at the bottom, this one is Adobe Creative Cloud. And you can see that it's very artistic, very creative, very graphic. Another thing that you want to put on your banner is, who are you? Why are people showing up? Why would they want to subscribe? New visitors actually do want to know. If they watch one of your videos and they get excited about it, the next thing that they want to do is go to your homepage and see what other videos you have. They want to see what your channel banner looks like. They want to see if you have a trailer and what your channel's about from your trailer. So let's pop over to Canva and take a look at how you use Canva to create your channel banner. I'm on Canva now, and in Canva, the first thing that you can see is that they give you a ton of options. And this is where, this is a free channel, so I set up a free channel under Sal's name so that I could show you how to do this. And under a free channel, I'm just going to show you what's available to you. So if you type in YouTube, look at all of these are templates. Look at all the templates that come up. This is all about YouTube. Intros, thumbnails, how to make YouTube videos, channel art. And do you notice that there are pixels after the name? What does that mean? Well, it means that their templates are the exact size that you need to create your channel art. So I'm going to click on YouTube channel art. And as you can see, if I were to click on one of their templates, they show only words and a little icon directly in the center of this piece of channel art. Now if I go back and I type in YouTube again and I click on channel art and I go to blank, how will I know what sizes this should be? Well, I have created a template, And the template that I created shows you exactly what is the safe area. And what do I mean by safe area? Well, if you look closely right here, it's the minimum size that shows up on the desktop, and it's what shows up on your cell phone, on a mobile device. So this is the area that is the very most important. Next to it, in this lighter gray, is what shows up on a tablet or iPad. And then at the widest point, this is the banner that shows up on your desktop. But look at this, television. This is what shows up on a television set. And this is why the size of the YouTube banner is huge. It's huge because you're creating a piece of art, not just for your mobile device, not just for your iPad, not just for your desktop, but for a television. And the reason why I created this for you to see is because now, if you were to upload an image that you wanted to place over the banner, and did you see how I uploaded an image? And you see here it's uploading right now. So whenever it's a blue cloud and it's showing liquid, it's uploading. And this cloud symbol means uploads. And then this is where you can upload an image or a video. Now if I click it, it shows up right on the front of my channel banner. But what do I want to do? I want this to be front and center. I want to make sure that when you're on your mobile device, this is what you see right in the front and center. So I'm going to place it directly in the center of the safe area. And then I'm going to go to elements. And Canva's elements are vast. There are so many different elements that you can use. There are animated stickers, there are charts, there are gradients and lines, there are figures and symbols. There are so many things that you can use. I'm going to use shapes, and I'm going to click on a rectangle. And now I'm going to drag it up by the white horizontal bar that it allows me in the center. See that horizontal bar in the center? If I were to drag by the round white tabs, that would enlarge it. But if I drag it from the white tabs, that's where I can increase or decrease the size vertically. Now, I don't want it to be gray. So I go up to colors and I click on colors. And this is where Canva really excels in giving you amazing options for color. This right here shows all the colors that are in my YouTube channel art tutorial image. So these are those colors exactly. These are the colors that are in the background image that I have right here. The other thing that Canva does is it gives you a rainbow of default colors to use. So if I click on pink, it changes that element to pink. If I click on red, it changes it to red. If I want the red to match the red in my image that I uploaded, it matches exactly. Or maybe I want the yellow or the black. It matches exactly the colors that are in my image. So I click back into that, I go back to the red, and now I'm using a Mac. So on a Mac, if I select Option on my keyboard, at the same time that I click and drag, I've just made a duplicate. But let me show you another way to do that. So I'm just going to delete that. I go up to the trash can and delete. I select that. And if I right click, it allows me to copy it, paste it, delete it, send it to the back, send it backwards, or add a comment. I'm going to copy it. Sorry, and now I'm going to paste it. And one of the amazing things about Canva is that it shows you a bunch of ways that you can do shortcuts. So here we go. So now I've got channel art that's going to let me still put additional items in this safe area. So what else do I want to put in the safe area? Well, maybe I want to put, oh, I didn't want to do that. Maybe I want to put another color. So I'll select another element and I'll fit it right into the box. And do you see how Canva lets me find the exact right spacing? And we'll go up to color again and we'll change that to yellow. And now I'm just going to duplicate it and bring it over to the other side. And the reason I'm doing a lot of colors for you is because now I want to show you how to add text. So you go to the left side of Canva, which is your dashboard, and you click on text. And look at the amazing things that Canva offers you. It offers you already created text that you could literally just use. So if I click on cold, smooth, and tasty, you can see that it already comes up, and now I can resize it by dragging the white dot. It already comes up in a beautiful bold font, and it comes up with a smaller subheading. And if I come up to the top here, I can see that this is what's called a group. And it's a group of text. And if I want to ungroup it, which I just did by selecting it, here I can group or ungroup it. Now it's ungrouped and I can move the text around individually. And it seems to have grouped itself again, so let's just take that away. And here's the smaller one. Well, the small size doesn't really work for us, does it? Because that's not going to show up on a banner. So we would want that to be much bigger. But look at this text. Is this the kind of thing that you think would show up on a banner? No. So it's very important which kind of text you choose, because if you choose something that isn't readable, isn't legible on a banner, then you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So how do we change this? Well, we select it and we go up to the top left of the top of our window, and we see that the name of this text is Sanchez. And if I click it, now I've got a whole slew of options of text. And what I want to look for is a bold text that's very easy to read, like League Spartan or Archivo Black. And do you see how this is changing every time I click on a new type of text? So if I click on Horizon, Horizon is so big that it's changed the size of the text. And up here, you can see the size and create your own sizes. And if you don't like that size, you can literally change it by dragging, or you can change it right here in text size. What if you don't like the color of the text? What if that is not a good color? So obviously red and white is great, but white and yellow, not so much. So if I want to change the color of just the first word, I select just that first word by double clicking it, and I go up to color. And I want to make that black so that it shows up. Now I have a 2-color word in a single text box. And I can take this cold and smoothie and I can add whatever text I prefer against the yellow, because I know that the yellow is still in the safe area. And I can change the color of that to anything I want. And this is how you do that. And you can see by selecting colors in Canva's rainbow of colors, what does really show up on a banner. Contrasting colors are what show up. Colors that are across from each other on the color wheel really show up better than colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. So if you look at pink, lilac, and purple, these are not contrasting colors. So let's turn the yellow to pink, and let's turn the hello to lilac, and you can see it barely shows up. Even if I make it purple, these are analogous colors, and we don't want that because it's very difficult to see them on our banner. It would be better if they were colors that were contrasting. And these are the kinds of things that you want to do on your channel banner. Now, the other thing is, you don't want to forget that even though this is off of your screen on a mobile phone, it still shows up on a desktop. So this is still useful area right here for desktop viewing. And then if you are doing a large banner, Sal just gave me a note that said, put myself back on the screen, but honestly, I have no idea how to do that yet. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm just gonna come back here for a minute and just say, hi, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to put myself on this banner yet because I literally just today downloaded Ecamm, that's ECAMM, which is a live streaming software program, and I'm using it for the very first time, and I don't know how to put myself on this banner to show you what I'm talking about when I'm doing it. So I apologize for that. I'm going to go off of it again, and I'm going to go back on Canva. So we're back on the TV size here for Canva. And why I'm showing you this is because if someone's viewing this on a television set, this is where you have the opportunity to put your website. Whoops. And you can do that by just creating text that you want to show up anywhere you want on the television size. So basically, that's it. I mean, there are so many other things that I could show you that Canva does, but this is all free. Now, if you wanted to use things that were more advanced in Canva, like let's say you wanted to go to photos and you wanted to include in the photos, you wanted to include on your banner, let's say your banner is about coffee. So you type in photos in the search box, coffee, and lots of photos come up about coffee. Well, let's say we want to add a coffee cup to our channel banner. And everything on Canva, if you're using the basic Canva, will have a watermark. Do you see where it says remove watermark here? The only way to do that is to pay for it. So to not pay for it, well, that's not the only way to do it. The other way to do that is to sign up for their pro version, which I think right now is about $119 a whole year. But if you don't want to do that, look at this. It's $1. It's just $1 to use this image.
Hey, Rita has a comment.
Oh, what's Rita's comment?
Rita's comment is the red is not a safe area, so your CTA can't be there.
So Rita, your question is, the red area is not in the safe zone, and you're correct. And the reason why you wouldn't put your call to action there is because the only place it will show up in the red area is on a desktop computer. That's what the red area shows. The reason you stay within the safe zone as much as possible and you put everything that you care about people seeing in the safe zone is because that is what shows up on a mobile phone. And you want to keep in mind that 70% of users are on a mobile phone. So you never want to think about, you never want to think about just what it is that you're doing first. You want to think about always your viewer. What is your viewer doing? What does your viewer see? So the red area, yes, that is only for desktop. The black area only shows up on a TV. That gray area, that was for tablets, like an iPad or a tablet that you're using for a PC. And that safe white area, that's what shows up on a mobile phone. So let's go back to that. Uh-oh, I think I don't know how I lost it. There we go. Okay. So if I drag this image down, you can see that I literally can stick it right onto my channel banner, because this is an image that Canva provides as a PNG image with a transparent background. Now I'm just going to delete that, and I'm going to show you what would happen if I bring in a coffee cup with a background, and I go to Effects, and I go to Background Remover. Well, what happens? What happens is, if you have the Pro version of Canva, you can do this. If you don't have the Pro version of Canva, you cannot take off the background. But look, you can try it for free for 30 days, and you can see what that means. And literally, let's just delete this, but literally it would have taken, like, let's say that there was a background on this coffee cup, it would have removed the entire background and given you an image that looked exactly like this, where it's perfect, absolutely perfect, without anything behind it. And that's what's amazing about Canva Pro. Now that's what you can do with photos. Now video literally brings in a video. And if you wanted to have a video on the background, which you can't do on your channel banner, but if you wanted to have a video for something, this is where you bring in videos. Now, let's say that we want to add a background to the entire channel banner. And I'm just going to choose this fun one. What happens with Canva is when you're literally in background, see here on the dashboard that it says background, you can choose from any of their backgrounds, and it will literally immediately change your background and only be in the background. But one thing you can do is you can double click that and you can move it if there's room to move it. And do you see this grid here? So you can see, are you moving it into a place that makes a difference? And then you hit done, and it changes whatever the background looks like by as much as you're allowed to move it in that image. So there are many, many, many backgrounds available from Canva, or you can just use a solid color. And here, all of their rainbow of colors are available to you. And you can change anything you want about this. And if, let's say, you were doing a channel banner that had to do with travel and you went to a lot of ocean places, you might want to have the ocean as the background. So it's really up to you what you want to put on the background of your channel banner. But remember that this is what is going to show up on a television screen. So you do want it to reflect whatever it is about your channel that you want people to see on their television. And now I'm just going to go to Sal and me. And Sal, hi Sal. So are there any other questions about this?
Wait.
Are there any questions that people have about how to use Canva for your channel banner? Because did you see how simple that was? You just go to Canva itself, you click on the search box, you enter YouTube, and a ton of stuff comes up for you to use. And then there are so many free elements and photographs and backgrounds and text that you can use. It's amazing. So tell me, anyone have a question about that? So Dale says, background remover is worth the price of the app. I agree, Dale. It's absolutely incredible. If any of you have used Photoshop, and I'm a huge Photoshop fan and a huge Photoshop user, I use Photoshop since the 90s. I've been using Photoshop, and I love Photoshop. But to take a background out takes a really long time, and to get the little elements, cut that out, to get the little elements on your hair out and things like that are very difficult. But in Canva, when you use the background remover, it takes about 3 seconds. And magically, your whole background disappears. It's really quite incredible. So I do highly recommend Canva Pro. And for those of you who want to purchase that or want to try out Canva, I'm going to put a link below in the description of the video. After this video is over, I'm going to put it in the video and let you, just link to it and see what it's about. Okay, what other questions do we have?
Questions are, Rita, Dale, you can't use your own photos with the free version.
What?
Or Dale, you can't use she's asking.
Can you use your own photos with the free version? Yes, you can. So the way that you do that, let me show you, is when you're in Canva, you go to Upload. Oh, I'm sorry, you go to Uploads. And this is where you can upload your own images, like I did. So you select your image, you go to Open at the bottom of the screen here, and here it comes. Here comes the image. And when the image is uploaded, you just click it and drag it right onto the screen, and I can literally make it the background by clicking to back. And now that image is my entire image that comes up if I were looking on a television set.
Tom has a question.
Oh, okay.
He's next.
Let's go back to Tom. What's your question, Tom?
Tom's question is, that's too small to read. Did that template include the dimensions for most cell phones?
Okay. So the template that I made for you guys, and what I'll do is I'm going to put a link for the template in the description below the video. It's going to take you to the YouTube Bootcamp channel, and that's where you can sign up for the newsletter. If you've already signed up for the newsletter, just sign up for it again. It doesn't matter. But if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, when you sign up to get the template, you will have signed up for the banner. Let me show you. Oh, I did it again, I think. Okay. So what happens is the template is the exact right size. And if we go to resize, which you can't do without the Pro version, but if we go to resize, if we go to File, we can see that the size of this template is 2560 by 1440 pixels, and that's the exact right size for a YouTube channel banner. And that is also the exact right size of the template that I created. But when you bring it in, for some reason, it is not the right size. So what you do is you drag it to the edge and then you pull it out to fit, and it fits perfectly. And we're going to position that to the front because I want you to see exactly how I've created that safe area. So I made the template with a transparent background around the safe area. And if we delete everything that's here, and I bring you back to just what does the safe area look like, you can see that that white safe area is the perfect size now for whatever you put directly in the center for mobile. And then the grayed out area here, the lighter area here, this is what you see on a tablet or an iPad. And the darker color on either side is what you see on the desktop.
Tom asks, the middle 1546 by 423, that's a mobile size, correct?
Yes, that's the perfect question, Tom. 1546 is the length. So that's what the horizontal dimension is. That's what the length of what you see visually is. The 423, that's the height. So that's your vertical. That's your portrait look. And then if you look at tablet, 1855 by 423, that's what you're going to see on a tablet. Then if you go to desktop, 2560, the whole entire banner from side to side, not top to bottom, just from side to side, and then still 423. So if you look at this, 2560, 1855, 1546, but everything is 423 because that is the top and bottom dimension. How can I show you that? Let me do arrow, and let me show you how I can take this arrow, and this is what 423 is. So it's just this little dimension right here. This is 423. And this, all the way from side to side, is 1546. This is 1855, and this is 2560. And then if we were to do the television size would be 1440. See this number here, 1440 by 2560.
That's cool.
And 2560, you see how I'm turning this?
That's very cool.
2560 goes all the way out to here. And then if I don't want this on here, I just delete it.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys. I think I wasn't showing, I think I was showing you me. This is, okay, so I just am learning.
Take me off.
Forgive me. Okay, we're gonna go back to that. Here we go again. My apologies. So if I go to arrow and I choose an arrow and I look at, there's a way to turn it by looking down at the bottom of the element and just grabbing it and turning it. Now you can see that this is the size. That's 1546 by 423. And this is the size. That's 1855. And if we go all the way out to the ends, now we're at 2560. Now we're at 1855. Now we're at 1546. And if I bring this arrow in and I turn it so it's vertical, and I bring it into the safe area, this is 423. This is 423 pixels. So from desktop to tablet to mobile, it's 423, and that's height, top to bottom. Now, if I want it to be the size for the television screen, here's the 1440 from top to bottom. And it's still all the way from side to side, 2560, all the way from side to side. So that's what 2560 is, and 1440 is top to bottom.
Hey, Sheila's on.
Okay, so.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila. All right, so any questions about that, guys? Because it really, I do apologize for just learning eCam today and just putting this up here for you today, but I think the picture quality is a whole lot better. I think it was a lot easier for you to see everything. And now if I go back to the keynote, which I'm still learning how to use on this, one of the things that I talked to you about your banner is color. And one of the things that's really, really important is to use contrasting colors. And these are high contrast colors are complementary colors. They're the colors that are directly across from each other on the color scale. And that would be yellow violet, that would be blue orange, that would be green and red. That's why those colors look so great across from each other. Do you see how visible this is and how it pops? And yellow, it turns out yellow is the color that our eye sees the most on a screen. So yellow is a great color for you to use as an accent color. It's a great color for you to use as a call to action color. And complementary colors, again, that's directly opposite on the screen. So red, green, blue, yellow, purple, orange. 3 colors together are analogous colors. So red, violet, and violet, or orange, orange, and red, or yellow, orange, yellow, and green. These are analogous colors, and these are colors that create harmony, that create unity. So if you want your banner to be more harmonious, then don't use the complementary colors, use analogous colors. And that's the reason to use them. And then what do colors signify? So for example, red is the color of power and passion and drama and courage and strength. It grabs your attention. So that would be a reason to use red. Orange would be a reason for encouragement or joy or happiness. If you were using yellow, which again, I strongly suggest you use in small doses because it is very visible. It's for optimism, it's uplifting, it's the color that your eye sees on a screen the first. Pink is the color of youthfulness and sensitivity and safety. Blue.
Dale just pulled up Zazumi on the phone, laptop, and TV at the same time to see the different dimensions.
Oh, thank you, Dale. It does look very different. You can see that as you pull it up on different sizes, your banner is going to change. And you want to be sure that as your banner changes, what everyone sees is what you want them to see, not what just comes up. And this is why it's so important for you to create custom banner art. And that's why Canva is so awesome, because it lets you do that. So green, the color of freshness, growth, renewal, prosperity, wealth. Purple, royalty, luxury, self-awareness, sensitivity. Brown, stability, nature, reliable, wholesome. Black, power, strength, authority, prestige, mystery, seriousness. And the reason I'm telling you all of these things is because when you create the colors for your banner and you brand your channel, people do associate colors with certain emotions and certain feelings. And you really want to be aware of what it is that you're creating for your channel banner. And you don't want to just put something up there. So that is it for the Canva tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know right now or leave them below in comments. And next month, all of August, I am going over foundation for your YouTube channel. And every single thing that is going to be covered is so important for the foundation of your YouTube channel. Starting with YouTube Studio and how do you use it, and then going to filming and how do you do it, and going to planning your videos and then posting your videos and what is metadata, all of the things that you need to know, that you need to learn to use your YouTube channel the most effectively to get the most out of it. So are there any questions for me before we close? I don't think so. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you. Oh my gosh. We really appreciate you. I guess I must have a hat too.
Oh, you do.
All right, well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. And thank you for joining us on Zazumi. And I'm Sherry Barbera.
I'm Sal Barbera.
This is Zazumi, and we're all about helping you with your YouTube channel and building your brand and building your business on YouTube to achieve success. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you like this video, you know I love those likes. Thanks again, guys. We love that you show up, and we really appreciate you. Take care. Ciao.
Bye, everybody.